Hello and welcome to the Crafty Brew couple. This is episode 2 in our kind of learning to brew series. In this video, I'm attempting to make a brown, well, a chocolatey kind of brown, using my own recipe. So this first video is basically what I've decided to put into the beer and the stages that I've done to make it, and then we're going to release a second video just so it's not taking ages to get content out there where I show the beer and how it came out. So let's not hang around, let's get straight into making the beer. Before we get into the video, I just kind of want to explain that this isn't a tutorial. If you want to watch a tutorial, kind of watch the last video we made. This is just me kind of messing around and a quick little showing of the recipe I did. It is a brew in the bag method, so yeah, enjoy. So this is the recipe I've picked myself. Now this is just a standard yeast, and for the malt I've gone for a chocolate malt, Vienna malt, and for the main a pale ale malt. For my hops I've gone for Goldings and Fuggles, equals amount of both. So the first step to the brew was to get some water, and I filled my boil pot with approximately 8.2 litres of water. The next step was to prepare the malt, and I kind of did this like napkin-y thing, like mesh kiln napkin or whatever it's called. First of all, we added 500 grams of pale malt, 100 grams of chocolate malt. Look at that, dropping all of its fancy slow motion action. And for the final, I was aiming to add caramel malt, but I couldn't find it. So we've actually added 100 grams of Vienna malt. So we'll see if that makes any changes and see if it comes out a little bit different in the end. I'm kind of hoping it doesn't though. I'm kind of hoping it replaced caramel malt. And all I had to do was tie this up, turn it into kind of a hobo picnic basket thing is how I like to describe it. Give it a good old tie. And off we go. That is ready to go into the boil pot, which has been boiling. So now that we have some boiled water, we made this show by using our handy dandy thermometer. We're ready to go and pop this into the boil pot. And all we have to do is basically just drop it in and off it goes. And all we're going to do is let this boil for approximately an hour. And this is the mashing stage. There was a few holes in it, but not too many. And yeah, by the time it's done, you start getting a lovely colour. Once that's been on for an hour and it's reached a good temperature, yeah, let's just drain that bag of all of its worty goodness. This took about a good 10 minutes, so I did speed it up of like pressing the bag to make sure I got all of the lovely beer juice out of it. You can actually see it's actually starting to look like coffee. It's got a really good colour to it. I'm kind of happy with that, using my big spoon to try and get it out. And now, just boil it back up, and it's hop time. So I added equal amount of hops, and I used like the hop tea bags thing. So first of all, going in is the Goldings. I wasn't a huge fan of the tea bag system, but I kind of gave it a go. For the second one, as you can see, it kind of boiling away. Kind of lost the bag in there somewhere, but I assure you it is in there. The second one, I didn't use the bag at all. I just tipped the hops straight out into it, to be honest, and as you can see, I just left it boil. I left it, the boil time was about an hour. Could have probably gone for longer, and the next thing to do was just to filter it into the like the fermenter. Really, I used the same napkin, which I'm not sure if is a safe thing. I might try and invest in a sieve. But as you can see, the colour's getting through, hopefully not too much of the sediment. And the final thing, just add the standard ale yeast that I showed you at the beginning and put it into the fermenter, air bubbling, off we go. So I'm kind of happy with the process of making the beer. Perhaps I could have done the boil for a little bit longer and perhaps tried to get it up to a heat. That seems to be a little bit of a problem that I've got with my current kit, is that the pot is too big for the size of the hop rings, so that it doesn't heat up the entire brew. But I think it quite well. It's in my like cupboard fermenting now, so I guess we just wait and see. I've actually not decided if I'm bottling it or going to do a bag in the box system and see how that goes. So that's kind of my question. If anyone watches this and they've got a little bit of experience in bagging and boxing, or they have experience in brewing browns and they're like, definitely do it in a bottle. Let me know in the comments, let me know what you think, and yeah, I'll see you in a couple of weeks for when it's done fermenting or carbonating or whatever I decided to go with. Thank you, and don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, interact, and thank you. See you next time.